Ambazonian fighter them for inside Menchum. They don't enter for inside Zua. Burn down community school them. They threaten for even burn palace where it be the host community school. We were picking them, they be the go day as this 19 it don't reach when at the day way that lockdown, that nonsensical lockdown it be supposed to end. So now the day way school then supposed to start without any opposition or any interference from any Ambazonian group. Yet now the day way Ambazonian fighter them for inside Menchum, they don't attack schools, them burn school, even threaten for burn palace, enter for palace, baby room, and then because a community school, if it go on for palace for inside Zua. Now the kind madness this way we the insist for our people, them say we cannot allow, once you allow one thing will be wrong, it be predictable. We don't fight this war for 7 years. We always tell what our soldier they go do, what the Republic they go do, based on which will they accept them socially, collectively for our population. Anything will they suck them up, now the same thing will go to happen. For people then where they be the insist say why Capo Daniel, why the Ambazonian People's Platform, advocative platform, they continue for the oppose this 2 weeks nonsensical lockdown. We know exactly the Pandora box will go open them, and so all this affect them. Now the things they don't talk them, and we always tell our people and say make we not begin the see things them before they believe them. We don't be always used to for never miss opportunity than for miss opportunity, but this one in need for end. Waiting for burning community school they go do them for our liberation struggle. It take away now for take away. It need to add anything. And our soldier them must be grounded on strong foundation in any action where they take a majority of our youth, they not get no hope for even work. So we get a huge amount of our youth them where they not get no hope for future. It be easy for manipulate them for start begin fight even against school, because in the first place, where school go benefit them. They need to see any connection. A sad thing now say the people them way them be educated for inside the Ambazonian groups, the leadership and all those who then for diaspora when they give legitimacy for Ambazonian soldiers them for ground zero, instead for them for help our soldiers them for educate them and for stand up for this principle them where go protect our public interests. But all of them they go shit down quiet because endorsement for soldier, forget soldier for ground zero, it then become now the ultimate opium for Ambazonian leaders and for diaspora, where they the ones for seek relevance and therefore the one for be seen as leaders. You go lead now who if you destroy the support for the whole population against the agenda for Ambazonia. You go help your leadership, you go help now, it go benefit you for waiting. If by the time you want to succeed for get that leadership, for toxic also that then they under you, the population or they don't commode them for the struggle, what will it benefit us? These are very disturbing evolution of our struggle. Burning down of even community school. It is not secret that a soldier who carries gun on ground zero will not see any benefit for any school to even go on. That is the danger in having men who carry guns making political decisions for our liberation struggle. For inside PAMOL, 4 of our civilians they don't die for inside PAMOL, where they don't kill them by our own soldiers them, where they want to impose a ban in PAMOL. But only for we for one turn for Lucam, they don't enter for they begin kill now our own innocent civilian them unarmed right inside their own house. Killing an unarmed individual is a war crime that only hands diplomatic win to La République du Cameroon. But we also render Ambazonian information operation useless because killing cannot be used in messaging to inspire, motivate, or grow the will to fight and win at all costs within our community. Killing of our own unarmed civilians for minor crimes that do not amount to serious crimes only provide material for Cameroon misinformation campaign and discourages our population to back our liberation struggle. We now imagine how these La République, their propagandists, Kunyam titles, they use all this death of our civilians them for mockery and for really show proof. Say this war in need to help our population for anything. Imagine if we nobody kill our own uselessly. They not forget any tangible thing for show for our population But when we say we kill unarmed civilians them, wait till we say it help we for do am. How does that help us in any way? As a matter of fact, that turns our people off. It turns our people off and renders our campaign in every level useless. You cannot value independence or value the life of our people or fighting to defend and protect the life of our people. The same time, killing them when they are unarmed does not work that way. Even when we are angry and we are frustrated, and then see how our population they react when you kill unarmed civilian or you use excessive force. Whether there is justification or not, you help La Republique. Our people should look at all the soldiers of Ambazonia that came out in full force during this lockdown that is counterproductive. A lockdown that helps Cameroon to make a better case in the United Nations. That shows that we are obstructing education of our own children. That destroy every narrative and diplomatic effort we have been putting forth. Imagine what happened yesterday. No traveling agency was open in Ambazonia. La Republique was actually promoting the ban of this agency. They are now giving us our own medicine. This soldier them, now people they take millions. This travel agency, them no money they pay money for Ambazonian soldier reach this travel agency. Amu Mezam, Mogamo, these are the ones who they give them millions them for the soldier them. Yet even when the soldier then call them, tell them say me then open, me then travel, all of them they still fear because La Republique it don't take that advantage. They know say as this travel agency they don't pack, it go affect our population, their livelihood in a very serious manner, and it will make our people that me then rethink their support for the Ambazonian struggle. So now who the win, now who the benefit. So we need to act based on the interest of our people them, whether they suffer and they go die because of this ban. Would they take action or not take action based on our own hatred, jealousy and envy for each other, for see each other make it stand? Those type of instincts are not patriotic. They are primitive in nature, and this is the reasons why we are stuck. This phenomenon we don't see for ground zero. We travel agency then say they don't fear for come out. It don't show we how we collectively will never be ready for this liberation in our psychology. Now the manipulation or the confusion with our infighting, we will never get any principle we will feel lean on. It don't get we for this position. Any Tom and Jake can manipulate and throw chaos within our population in this manner. This is very, very bad, and it is pitiful what our population is going through. For all those waiting there for diaspora where they be just come out jump, say the one for support 2 weeks lockdown. Can you even see the consequences? Are you even aware of those who have died during this lockdown, the chaos it has brought on our liberation struggle? Do you people even take stock? Can we win a war like this? Can anybody ask yourself, can we win a war like this? This is not just autopilot. How Nigeria people, the Biafra people, they call their own say autopilot. This one is not autopilot. It is stupidity that have held grip our people, hostage of our people. People then call me yesterday, they talk say, make we be careful, make money over talk something the way it will be wrong because La Republique, their propaganda them, they go take them, they go begin make them for the mock we. And when they mock we, so our population, their skin, they need to feel fine. It means we will never even be ready for liberation struggle. Wait till that one tell us, so we'll be ready for freedom if you cannot distinguish between real information and fake information, manipulation and edit information from the enemy and the real people. If your source of information is the enemy itself, how ready are we for freedom? Bitter color this from information we don't get them where they show how we then keep bitter color. It shows a bitter color if a day alive, if you know become out can make this a thing say the one ban travel agency them. From information we don't get them now, it shows say the people then where then call for lie say them being a travel agency, then people then write from Bamenda, then promise for give you 500,000. Now in the cost for you for collect that money and for meet up that people then face to face for get that money led to a debt. From where to the talk, bitter color it be done work for grandpa for Bali, for the buffaloes of Bali Nyonga. These same people the way they do transaction with La Republique and Amba. They be done manipulate, he be done knock them some stick, deceive them, betray own forces them for Balinyonga, carry money, run go time before one run go for Kumba. So now the same people them, according to the information we hear them, they approach Bitakola, talk say they don't arrange ye for collect money for some of those travel agency them for pay 500,000, small 500,000 before you make the arrangement for meet up them. Now say then take and key Bitakola because of 500,000. So you can't declare lockdown, you ban for motor them. No be because you want say me get any political effect for Amazonian struggle, but now for collect your own money for back. Mine when I say Bitakola 2 weeks ago be arrested for Nigeria. From information where if the talk it shows na only a friend the way they fight for executive position for inside APLC. Now only they don't make a meeting go catch it for Nigeria. He don't come out, come back for ground zero, for come do these things the way they do them. So wait till they motivate we. Have we lost track? Our struggle have been reduced with no principle. Anything they go. Our population they don't be left in the middle, exactly where the enemy wants us to be. If we go for inside PAMOL, we go key 2-4 people them inside their house. Wait to be more difficult. If we go attack the PAMOL their infrastructure, or if we go key our innocent people, then now which one supposed to be more difficult? When shall we learn? When shall we learn? Is it too late? Have our people been so intoxicated that there is no way for them to distinguish between right and wrong, who is real, who is not real? Are they so confused by the enemy propaganda aided by our own people? Remember, say, La Republique, their propaganda, without the content, then we would give for them. For example, killing our own civilians, it will be useless. Remember, say, when La Republique, they be start with these their Kunyam titles things. Now only all man be noticing at La Republique. The only time where they start get traction, now when one group if you say if then do them for one person, then take their information where they talk bad about one person, then go share them, convince people and say not true, then it will benefit them. The IG if you start promote the one where they talk about Ayabachu and ADF, now they be the worker share them. Sako come create a group of which they call them their blue and white army, where they are top general. Now this boy, this gay way they for America, they call it non-chop or spam chop. Now this gay, they spend the whole time sharing La Republique du Cameroon, their propaganda against Ayabachu and ADF. Today, the ADF, the AGOF, member them, now they do work a share La Republique, their propaganda against Capo Daniel. We need to think, they want a common sense. We don't destroy this our struggle, go, finish. Our population, they be so confused. The enemy, they take advantage. And some of us, we there for diaspora, will be so focused on our group, focused on our own choice of leaders and activists, we will be unable to be rational. For think, put on our own thinking cap. Think for yourself, my people. Think for yourself. Now, shame, we were people that ran there for the way than they. Now, which kind of balok be this? How can we stop this madness that has made it impossible for us to prosecute our liberation struggle? Because of ego, jealousy, envy, or the primitive instinct the way you feel call them for a slave. Now, the Hamburg way. Are we capable of overcoming this? If we are not, we cannot win. We must be able to distinguish between what is right, what is substantiated accusation, and what is not. What is good for our people and what is not good. And to be able to do the things that are good and reject the things that are bad. If we don't become now like a shower where any man did not come, we will open our foot, he enter for day. We go chop shit. We go chop shit by our own hand. No be even the enemy go give you that shit, now only our own people go give for we. Because the way we our mentality today, even if we get independence today, some people the way they no go there for power, they go still kill more than La Republique. Why? Because we get the primitive idea, say some people they must chop money for do something. We get all this backward mentality where nothing make we for even think which be good for we. Too much jealousy. If no be me, no be another man. We know say this thing that they exist, this primitive instinct that they exist for all human beings them. But we believe so will be better. Will be better. I go purposefully put no solution today for this podcast. Make it be a time for our people them for reflect